Hi everyone, welcome to today's Breakthrough Career Coaching. And I'm Ning, your life and career coach.
I actually finished
A very Christmas.
Share a quick tip again for a job search.
As usual, in today's Career Corner, I like to share a quick tip of how to do self-introduction, namely using the framework WAP or PEATH. It's up to you, but the commonly known method or framework is WAP. Basically, it stands for work experience, attributes, and passion. So once you have these three key things listed in your self-introduction, when your interviewer asks you, tell me about yourself, then you're pretty good to go. However, I created something new myself. I feel like in order for you to be a bit more personal, you need to add some additional things such as training and hobbies. So then I make it into PEATH. If you want to remember it correctly, you can just imagine it to be peace, but with the TH instead of CE. So what does PEATH stand for? Hear me out. The first letter P is abbreviation for passion or purpose. I feel like it's very critical for people to understand what are you looking for or what you're trying to gain out of that experience. So I'm here to follow my passion of caring for animals, or I've always loved to help people, especially young people, etc. So anything that indicates why you're there, explains or answers the why, and also state clearly the purpose and passion. That's one of the most critical and important things. So there you go, that's P. Now, can anyone guess what does E stands for? That's right, E stands for experience. So right after you talk a little bit about why you're there or why you choose to apply for that particular job, now it's time to tell them what experience you had with this particular kind of job, which is the most critical piece to highlight your qualifications here. So your experience almost immediately informed the employer that you know what to expect. You know exactly how to do this kind of job. Now, what does A stands for? Can anyone have a guess? Okay, A stands for attributes. So after you talk a little bit about, I love this kind of work because so-and-so, or I have been helped tremendously by two amazing teachers, and I want to do the same. I want to teach others. I have 3 years experience volunteering at a church as a education leader, or I'm a subject matter expert for doing mentoring, tutoring, and I've been doing that for more than 3 years. Now it's the time to state three, well, I mean, you could do 2 or 3 adjectives that describe who you are. What does that mean by attributes? Is things like energetic, outgoing, friendly, relatable or reliable, punctual, honest, any of those that you feel like, yeah, those 3 words scream Ning. If you are struggling with finding out what exactly are my 3 biggest attributes, I recommend you to seek advice from all of your friends or families and just ask them, hey, when you think of me, what are the 3 words that pop into your head? And then you can collect those and obviously pick the most positive ones in that interview to quickly say who you are. Well, after the passion or purpose and your experience and attributes, what comes next? Can you guess? T stands for training. Yes, that's right. So that's the new piece I add in there. Usually I've heard many times people using WAP or WAP, which is work experience, attributes, and passion, and that's it. And I feel like that does include most essential piece, but it's not quite as ideal in cases where perhaps this person doesn't have much experience, but have quite a bit of comprehensive training. So this is an opportunity to shine and demonstrate. You know, I've had 3 years experience working as a customer service manager. I love helping people, and I'm a very outgoing, relatable, energetic person. Also, I've done at least a diploma in management, or I've had training in hotel management, first aid, WMIS, and related certificates, right? Or conflict resolution certificate, anything that you feel like could really help you. So this is the opportunity to highlight the training or education. Okay, now after education, now let's go on to the last piece, which is H. Can anyone guess what does H stands for? Very close, some of you. So H stands for hobbies. I know it's not very often people think of this one, but I've had opportunities to do interviews, and I feel like those who just only include WAP, even though they did state clearly who they are, it still kind of doesn't make them a real person feel. You know, it's sort of robotic. I mean, I've already seen the resume, you know, and I've read their cover letters. So I feel like in order for any sort of chit-chatting happening, it's great just to have some kind of hobbies or personal things that's not so much professional or, you know, extremely formal. Like, it's great to throw in there just one or two really fun hobbies or something that you've done research, you know, that the interviewer would relate to. Then you can go ahead and say, I enjoy doing yoga and I don't know, CrossFit, I don't know, whatever your hobby is. But if your boss or the person interviewing you also happen to have the similar kind of hobby, this will be a really great icebreaker or a connecting point where you instantly feel that much closer to the person who's doing the interview. There you go. That's my PEATH formula for a great self-introduction. If you remember that, let's recap one more time. Passion or purpose, experience, attributes, training, and hobbies. That's right. Okay, so if you ever encounter a question, tell me about yourself. Now you can answer with great confidence. I hope that helps. Thanks so much for watching today's Career Corner. I am Ning again, and I'll see you next time. Bye now. A-E-I-O-U